What's going on, guys? So finally got myself a mic that I can do a good voiceover with of good quality, so let's see how it goes. What I wanted to talk about today was just about admitting to your weaknesses and breaking down what you're good at and what you're bad at. Now, I'm going to talk about it as to the gym and also with your life as well outside the gym. We tend to gravitate towards things we're good at. Now, there's a few reasons for that. Number one, the better we are at something, the more you're going to enjoy it. Not always, but for the most part. If you're very good at something, you're going to tend to enjoy it. And that could lead to creating problems in the gym, for example. I mean, if you're absolutely amazing at deadlifts, really bad, but you suck at squats, well, what's going to happen is that you're probably, you could end up just doing so many deadlifts and becoming so good at deadlifts, but your squats are really going to suffer. And where you should be paying attention more is your squats, because your deadlifts are always going to come to you anyway. Now, for me, for example, I am shit off the floor with deadlifts. I am really, really bad off the floor with deadlifts. And I am now, for the past several weeks and for the next several months, I'm going to be really working on this. So for example, as you can see, I am standing on a plate and I'm going to be working on improving off the floor. Now, another reason for this is, if, for example, if you go to a public gym, you don't want to be doing something that you are not good at. I mean, think about it. Say you're awful at high bar squats. You're not going to want to start doing high bar squats where you're not very strong at and you're not very good at, and some really, really, really good looking girl comes in. Now, she's probably not even paying attention to you anyway, but in your head you think she is. Or more importantly, you don't want other guys seeing your weaknesses. Now, it's human nature. You don't want to portray your weaknesses onto others. To be honest, we don't even want to accept our weaknesses to ourselves. But what I'm saying is that you need to move forward in the gym and to move forward in life. You're going to have to accept what you're good at and what you're bad at, and you're going to have to focus on stuff that you're not so good at. Now, as I've said, if you don't focus on your weaknesses, you're going to build a dysfunctional body, and you're going to build a dysfunctional movement patterns, and you're going to be extremely good at some things but lack in others. And as the viewpoint I take is, you want to develop total athleticism. You don't really want to have very many weaknesses, and it's something that I think people need to focus on more and base their training programs around their weaknesses. For example, during deadlifts, their hips always shoot up and their knees extend extremely quickly. Now, that's probably because of weak hamstrings, and people aren't going to fix that. They just keep lifting. Fuck this, man, let's do this. I'm just going to keep going heavier and heavier and heavier and never actually fixing the root cause of the problem. And again, this will reach for some real dysfunctionalities. And I mean, even it goes further into life with just being yourself, things you're not good at. Say, for example, you are a lousy partner and you're never going to really progress unless you admit that and try and fix what you're good at and what you're bad at. And it can be taken into so many things of life, and what I'm trying to get across is that you just really need to start focusing on your weaknesses, accepting them and building them. And I guarantee you, with regards to performance in the gym, if you base that training program, give yourself 3-4 months based around your weaknesses, I promise you they will come up so much. And the thing is, as well, is that people don't realise, if you bring your weakness up, say for example you bring your high bar squats up, well, if you're a low bar squatter, your low bar squat is going to go through the roof because you're creating total athleticism. And it's the exact same thing outside your life. If you build in things you're not good at, the things you are good at will progress even further. And that's my first voiceover, guys, so done it in one take. Actually, I was really happy. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.